My name is Warren Johannes.
My name is Oluwatoyosi Ogunsheye.
My name is Matthew M. Fred. I'm from Liberia.
I am from Kampala, Uganda.
I am from Nigeria.
I'm from Kenya, Nairobi City.
I'm from Angola and my city is Benguela, and I'm a human rights activist.
I'm a journalist.
I'm a lawyer.
I'm a businessman and a politician.
The Presidential Precinct was built on the belief that the ideas of Jefferson, Madison, Monroe were worth disseminating to the world. We believe that their two great universities have much to share beyond the borders of Virginia and beyond the borders of the United States.
The precinct is an amazing collaboration among not only two universities, but 4 historic sites, 3 of which are from founding fathers. And we share a common vision with one another that we care very much about supporting emerging democracies in the world.
Coming to the Presidential Precinct, I looked forward to it when I got the email of all the activities we're going to be doing and I saw the timetable. It was pretty intensive, but at the same time, it gave me the feeling that the Presidential Precinct was a place where I could be a better person.
I think, again, from our perspective, we look at it really twofold. One, there's clearly a whole generation that's coming through this program who's been given a very rich and very unique experience by being able to participate in such an international scale. As we look at globalization and we look at how small the global village is now becoming, clearly having this kind of background, this kind of experience really only enriches the academic experience. And so from our perspective, as a global company, we certainly see the benefit and certainly see the value added of making a financial contribution to something like this.
I decided to apply for this program because I knew we are the future of the leadership of our country.
The entire program has reinforced my perspective of creating positive change in the little tasks that we do.
We've been really honored to have YALI with us this summer and meeting these young African leaders, people who are lawyers and educators and running for office, business leaders, to really hear their stories and reflect how they're making a real difference in their world. It's inspiring.
The Mandela Washington Fellowship is the flagship program of President Obama's Young African Leaders Initiative. President Obama launched this initiative to support young African leaders as they spur growth and prosperity, strengthen democratic governance, and enhance peace and security across Africa.
When I saw President Obama talk about YALI in South Africa in the town hall meeting with young leaders, I saw a great opportunity for me to come to the US and interact with young leaders whom we share experience. I saw an opportunity for me to come and build my capacity in networking and resource mobilization so that I can take it back home and try to use it to solve some of the problems.
This group, being with them, you can see that they're really eager to say, all right, how do I put that into effect in my home community?
They come in with already a wealth of talents, so our curriculum touches on various types of skills. But in each of those skills, particular YALI fellows, I think, are as advanced as anyone who's training the course.
I hope to learn about how to organize political campaigns, how to manage the resources and people, how to build partnerships, strategic partnerships, and also how to bring up the next generation of young leaders, mentoring them in areas of business and matters to do with peace.
These young African leaders, they have really helped us with fresh eyes see the world and our own challenges in a very different way.
With the unique resources of the precinct, we can bring these leaders who will be leaders in their countries all throughout the African continent here and build strong relationships between them and Virginia and them in the United States. And that's just one of the programs at the precinct. So using that as an example, if you invest here, you're investing in stronger global relationships.
The experience here has definitely given me a lot to think about in terms of how we define ourselves and what our identity is as Africa.
No continent on Earth has more abundant human or natural resources than Africa. In the next decade, where Africa goes, the rest of the world will have to follow. There are few things we could do today more important to the future of the world than to make sure that the countries of Africa succeed. The young leaders participating in this program represent the future of African nation building.
Well, if we look at the demographics of Africa, 65% are under the age of 35. So it's the generation that will be the next generation in leadership. And so obviously we want to make sure that they have the skills necessary to lead and to lead Africa in a very good direction.
I think the precinct does have the potential to get a lot of engagement by a lot of people, particularly young people, in thinking about the crucial issues. How do you build democracy? How do you sustain it? How do you ensure rule of law?
Looking 5 years ahead, the Presidential Precinct expects to be the premier American venue for the study of democracy, nation building, and the development of civil society. The YALI program is just one of many such programs that the precinct will host over the coming years. And most important of all, we hope to be managing traffic for the world's premier virtual network for dialogue and collaboration amongst young nation builders from around the world, including scholars, diplomats, business leaders, and government experts.
I think of the future of the Presidential Precinct as really, really bright. It's a place that we can imagine people are going to come from around the world to have debates about democracy today. We all know Davos is the place to go for debates about the global financial system, but we don't have a Davos for democracy. We don't have a place where people can come and share ideas about the really complex circumstances that democratic activists face today. The world is changing very, very quickly. It's an uncertain time, and having a stable base like the Presidential Precinct where people can come and really debate freely key ideas about the future of human freedom, I think is very valuable for the world.
Well, government, private business, and young people are coming together here at the precinct to create opportunities through some very simple concepts. Power of place, power of ideas, power of friendship, discussion, and dialogue.
Power of place.
Power of place.
The power of place.
Power of ideas.
The power of ideas.
The power of ideas.
The Presidential Precinct.
The Presidential Precinct.
The Presidential Precinct.